Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, I might not be the only one, but I was feeling really, I don't know how to describe it, detached. Usually, I feel my masculine a lot, like constantly. So I don't know if it's just the universe giving me a break because it is exhausting or what. But then last night, as I was driving home from work, I was trying to play my Pandora and nothing would, like, it wouldn't play because I listened to my aux cord. And then I heard, "This is for you." And I was like, "What?" And then the song came on. After like 5 minutes of me trying to push play, I don't know if I didn't have service or what, but the song was "My Wish" by Rascal Flats. And I think that's a message for everyone. It's kind of like, hey, I know, things are not okay right now, but it doesn't matter because my wish is for you to still be happy and be loved. And I feel like that's a message for everyone from their masculine. No matter how it seems, they do love us and they do want the best for us. They do want us to be happy, even if they're not happy. Sometimes they sacrifice themselves because they think that it makes us happy. It's like they make that decision for us, like, oh, she deserves better than me. So I'm going to push her away. I'm going to be with someone else. I'm going to save her from me, basically. But I will post that song in the description box. It is a great song. And of course, it made me cry because I'm just a baby. But give it a listen. And that's kind of what your masculine wants you to know, that even if, things are not okay between you guys or you're not talking, they still wish you the very best and they hope you're happy. They want you to be happy. Sometimes they just can't express that themselves, or they still have lessons to learn. My dog. And they, sorry, hold on a second. Maxwell, come on. Get inside. Let's go. I'm trying to make a video. You're always barking when I'm making a video. Go lay down. I'm so sorry, guys. My dog always acts a fool when I am recording a video. But I think that's just a message. Hey, pay attention to what she's saying right at that second, okay? Anyway, so I just feel a lot of masculines, they feel like we deserve better. They want us to know we deserve the world, and sometimes they think that that's not them, okay? Sometimes they can't leave karmic relationships because there's still lessons to learn. I see a lot of people comment about, oh, if he loved me, he would leave. And, maybe that's true in a 3D relationship, but this isn't a 3D relationship. This is a 5D relationship where the connection is at a soul level. So there's just things that have to happen before you guys can be together, and that's just the way that it is. But if you keep thinking that your masculine doesn't care, doesn't love you, then he's going to feel that energy, since you guys are the same soul, and it's going to repel him because he's going to feel like, oh, I can't come forward. She's giving off this bad energy. So try to keep your vibrations high. I know it can be really difficult, but just try, okay? Give the song a listen. And I'm just going to jump right in. The cards that just flew out were cycles, numbing, and fear, and union, and lessons. That's what I just said about all of this. They have to end cycles in order to come to union, and that's just how it is. A lot of them have major issues with fear. All right, that's enough of me rambling. It's 4 minutes, so I'm just gonna jump right in and see kind of where the masculines are at, how they're feeling, what's going on. Spirit, how are the masculines feeling today? What's going on with their emotions? How are the masculines feeling today? What's going on with them? See, so this is not good. None of this is good. One card is good. We've got grief. We've got observer. We've got destruction. We've got victim. We've got unawakened. But then we have received and release. So I feel like for a long time, the masculines have been pushing that energy down. They would rather stay unawakened. They get messages all the time and they're kind of like, oh, that's crazy. That's not real. Let me just push that away because then I look, crazy like my divine feminine. And it's like, it causes all this destruction. And then they get in this mindset of, oh, why does all this bad stuff keep happening to me? Why am I still so sad over leaving this person? And it's like they're finally paying attention to what their intuition is telling them. They're finally paying attention to source in the universe. They're receiving the information that they need in order to release all of this negative energy. We do also have tribe on the bottom of the deck. So this also to me is releasing the tribe that they thought was their tribe, but really isn't their ultimate soul tribe, right? People they thought that they had their backs, right? They thought that, oh, this is my tribe, these are my people. And it's like when they start waking up and all this destruction starts happening and they're receiving that information, they're realizing that they need to release those people. If you guys hear snoring, I'm so sorry. Me and my daughter were watching a movie last night and she fell asleep in my bed. She's 12 and she snores like a grown man. I picked the cards up and this recognition came out. So it's like they're finally realizing that they're not crazy. That these things really are happening and why they're happening. Spirit, what's going on with the divine masculines right now? See? So they're finally understanding what's going on, and it is causing an awakening. So for a long time, they've been in this unawakened state. And I don't necessarily think they've been in this unawakened state. I think that they've been pushing the awakening away because it's uncomfortable to go through an awakening, okay? Been there, done that. It's always uncomfortable because change is uncomfortable. We also have inner child. So I feel like that's what's starting all of this destruction, right? They're not following their soul path. They're feeling like they're all this bad stuff is happening to them. They have so much grief from their divine feminine. And it's like, where does this stem from? And they're finally awakening to the fact that their childhood, maybe I didn't talk to my divine feminine because I have repressed emotions because I wasn't able to share my feelings when I was little. I wasn't able to express myself. So that's why I have a hard time expressing to her. Spirit, what's going on with the divine masculines right now? Where's their energy at? Oh. Whoa. Okay, so we've got the Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. It was like sideways, reverse, maybe. I'll read it both ways. We've got the Moon. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. The Star. The Four of Wands, which is the Twin Flame card, that 1111, right? We got the Wheel of Fortune, and then we have Temperance. On the bottom of the deck, we have this Four of Cups. Also the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. This is important because for a long time, they've been in this indecisive energy where they've missed so many opportunities to be with their divine feminine. And it's like they're finally understanding with this High Priestess here. They're getting that information, those downloads about what makes them happy, right? With the Sun, with the Nine of Cups. Let me make myself happy. Why have I been making why have I not been making a decision? Because a lot of them just don't make a decision at all. And they miss the opportunity because the divine feminines are like, all right, then fuck it. I'm not going to stand around and sit here for years and years while you don't make a decision. Or if they do make a decision, it's like they end that opportunity with their divine feminine because they're so scared. They're so unawakened. They just don't see the big picture yet that they miss the opportunity anyways. So that leaves them in a balancing, kind of balancing act. Like, which way do I move? I don't know which way to go. There's so many illusions that have been surrounding them, especially with karmic situations. If they're with other people, it could be a soulmate that they're with, which makes it even harder because it's not like they have a bunch of bad energy between them. It's just not a strong connection like it is with their twin, but it causes these illusions. Like maybe the, home that I'm in is stable. It's nice. I don't deserve the love that my feminine gives. I'm fine and content where I'm at, right? And that's why they haven't been making any decisions. They haven't been moving forward at all with this in reverse. I feel like it was sideways. So it's like, again, that balancing act of going back and forth. Like, do I want to move forward? Do I not want to move forward? I have this home with somebody else. Do I want to ruin that? And for what? Because then I have to awaken, right? But it's like they're starting to understand that they have to make this decision, because destruction is just going to keep happening. They're just going to live their lives sad and in grief if they don't, because their divine feminine is constantly on their mind. So they're reevaluating their entire lives. They're understanding the information that they're getting is cutting through these illusions that they have and this fear that they have, them looking. Yes, it's taken a long time with the Seven of Pentacles. This is a waiting card. It is reevaluating and seeing that the tree that you've planted just isn't producing anymore. So yes, you've been in this relationship for a long time with this other person, but it's not producing happiness anymore, okay? And it's like they're wishing upon a star for just the universe to come in and make the decision for them. That's what this is. They're waiting for the universe to make the decision for them. Like, if I'm supposed to leave this person, then they'll make it happen. And the thing is the universe and God's source, whatever you want to call it, can only push us so much, and we have to take the action to move forward. We know which way to go. They tell us which way to go often, but it's our decision because we have free will. So it's like, yes, the universe will keep causing destruction, but that doesn't mean that they're going to break up with this person for you, okay? Sometimes, yes, it would be a lot easier for the karmic partner to just leave the divine masculine so they didn't have to make that decision. But that's the thing. The divine masculines have to choose love over fear. That's all it is. Love over fear. And that's why they stay stuck. Temperance is coming in to balance out the energies. And I think that's why I'm feeling so detached, like I said, because I usually feel my masculine a lot. And I'm not really feeling him much at all day yesterday. But it's like the energy is just balancing out. Okay. Like if he's too much in his masculine energy, or upset about something and too much of his feminine, then I feel that. But if his energy is balancing out, my energy is already balanced. So it's like maybe that's where the disconnect comes from. It's probably not disconnect at all. It's just not what I'm used to feeling over the last 3.5 years. So let's find out, Spirit, what's going on in the 3D world right now for the divine masculines? What's going on in the 3D world for the divine masculine? What's going on? So the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords again. So being blindfolded, not making a decision. Down here, we've got the Nine of Swords. This is that anxiety, self-sabotage energy. We have death right next to that, which says transformation on it, but I think it's just a death to this energy, thank God. This is like super fear-based energy, and it's like they're finally, it's like a death coming to this indecision, right? It's like, okay, take away the fear, and what else do you have? You have the love, and then they can follow the love if the fear is not there. So if the fear dies, if they're awakened enough for that, them to understand that they can overcome that fear and the way that they feel about themselves, if they transform into who they're supposed to be, then they can make decisions for their future. They can think about the future with their divine feminine. Okay? We did the Page of Wands. It was sideways. So it's like they want to send a message. A lot of them will be sending you messages. Okay? This is a message. They're also getting messages from Spirit, I think, especially with the understanding received, the awakening. It's like they're coming down and saying, listen, the time is now. We've got Judgment. The time is now. Okay? You've been waiting around for a long time. You need to put the work in on this. Otherwise, with that destruction comes towers. Towers aren't always bad. Towers make change happen. They make things to keep happening so things will change. So they make things so uncomfortable so you will finally make a change. Okay, so that's what's happening with the Divine Masculines. I feel like a lot of them are working a lot, or they're even maybe taking a break from work. But what they're working on, they're always working to have their finances in order. Their finances could be falling right now. So they're like, oh shit, I need to, get another job. I need to leave my job. I need to start something new and fresh. I also feel like they could be making some sort of investments. Some of your masculines could draw. I just got this. But basically what this is it's a work in progress. Like the universe is saying, look, I'm working on it. I'm trying to push this forward, but I can only do so much. Okay, it has to happen from within them. They have to allow the change to happen. Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Masculines right now? What's going on with the Divine Masculines? So we've got the Four of Cups in reverse. We've got the Five of Cups in reverse. We've got the Knight of Swords, the Page of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and then we've got the Lovers and Temperance again, and Justice on the bottom of the deck. So this is them finally, so they're finally making a decision. They've been feeling so overwhelmed about your connection. And I love this card because this masculine in this card, it's like he's a ghost, but he's still holding her. He's still with her. That's just a reminder that your masculine is always with you. I don't care if you guys haven't talked in 5 years, okay? He's with you all the time. But he's been kind of, had that blindfold on. He hasn't made a decision about what he wants, or which way he wants to go, because the love is so overwhelming. It's so intense that it's hard to make a wise decision. So the separation that you're in makes it very known who's there, okay? I feel like they are spying on you. Could be social media, looking at your pictures, if they have videos. They could even be going to your work and spying on you. But this is also a message. Okay, it's a message. It's thinking about coming forward with this Knight of Wands. This is very fast communication. So very fast communication is coming in. I'll see about what in a second. But this Four of Cups and Five of Cups in reverse, it's like they're so over. missing the opportunity. It makes them sad. It makes them grieve. It makes them not feel good about themselves when their divine feminine isn't around them, because you guys share that energy. So when that energy is taken away, this is how they feel. They feel like, oh, what did I do? I missed this opportunity again. I'm just paying attention to the past. But now it's like they're in the energy of that death, right? The end to that sadness, that depression, that anxiety that they feel because of the love. Spirit, what is this Knight of Swords? Can you clarify the Knight of Swords for me, please? What's this fast communication about? Okay. I'm not going to take all those. Oh, you guys. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. You could be an earth sign. We do have the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck with the Three of Swords, with the Seven of Swords, with the Four of Swords, and then the Page of Wands again. So what this is, with the Eight of Cups, I'm just going to show you them real quick, the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So what this communication is the truth. So they're right now, their energy is, they're going through this change. They're finally accepting the awakening, understanding that it's either love or fear. That's all it is. You choose. And if they don't choose, then the universe is going to keep pushing them and pushing them and pushing them until they make a choice. The choice that is best for them, right? It might take a little longer to get where you're going, but I believe if you meet your twin in this world out of the billions of people, then you're meant to be together. It might take longer, but it will happen. That's just my belief, okay? So this to me is this Queen of Pentacles up here. This is you, Divine Feminine. And it's like the masculines are going to come in and tell you, you know, about how they feel about this person. They're in deceptive energy right now. They're in, you know, a very bad emotional state right now because they have to make a decision to leave these other people. They know that they know the truth. And it's very hard to leave these other situations. I don't care how toxic it is. I don't care, you know, how long they've been together. It is hard to leave those situations just because you're used to those people, okay? But it's like they want to come in and talk to you. Hey, I don't want this to be a secret anymore. I want to be victorious with you. I want to share you, you know, scream it from the mountaintops that I love you. I don't want to have to hide anymore. I don't want to have to lie to these people, to all these people, and lie to them and tell them that I'm fine and happy when really my heart is broken and I'm grieving you every single day because we're not together, Divine Feminine. They've been thinking about this a lot. A lot. They've been praying about it. They've been dreaming about you. But they know the truth. And they know what they need to do. So they're doing it. Spirit, what's going on with the Divine Masculines right now? So they're breaking through these illusions. Towers are falling. And it's all happening because of this separation that you guys are in. I know the separation sucks. But it is a blessing in disguise. Letting them run, just leaving them alone and letting them run, not chasing them, is a blessing in disguise. I know how hard it is to do that, but don't, because then they feel that void. They feel that energy void. They don't feel suffocated. This overwhelming feeling that they have all the time, they're able to cut through that because they're not being suffocated by your energy. And then they have a chance to miss you. Also, this separation, we have girl with the snake and then the snake on the bottom of the deck. This is about someone who's using them, karmic energy, okay? And it's like they're finally running away from that. They're finally ending these relationships with these negative, toxic people. And some of the masculines aren't with karmic partners. Some of them are with soulmates, which makes it harder because they don't have a toxic relationship. They just love their Divine Feminine more. So it leaves them in this state because they don't want to hurt anybody. Because usually the soulmate didn't do anything, right? They had an okay relationship, and then the Divine Feminine came along and ruined it all. I mean, that's the way it was supposed to happen, but sometimes it's really hard, and the Divine Masculines feel really bad about that, because they're like, this person didn't do anything, and I'm the one who is unloyal and not faithful, and I still care about them, and they just have stronger feelings and a stronger connection with the Divine Feminine, so it's harder to leave those situations. But they are getting clarity, okay? They are getting clarity about the soul connections that they have with you and they have with this other person. It's bringing in so much clarity that they're ending these relationships. So I don't care if it's a karmic partner or a soulmate. They're making the decisions to run to their Divine Feminine now. What do the masculines want to say to the feminines? I can still feel you. And also, you've been in my dreams. I just said that. I got spooked. Yeah, all that energy, all that love, it scared them. It made them run. I'm a better person because of you. Your words linger in my mind. So again, constantly thinking about you. Constantly thinking about what you say. Like if you send your masculine a message, I know I do. I send him messages and sometimes he doesn't answer, but I know that he reads them and I know that he thinks heavily about everything that I say. So it doesn't really matter that he doesn't answer me because I know he's thinking about it. And that's like kind of how this is. So if you're messaging your masculine, like in that chasing phase, and he doesn't respond to you, but he reads your stuff, your words, I mean, he's thinking about that, okay? Just because he doesn't say it doesn't mean it's not happening. He is thinking about what you're saying. What do the masculines want to say? I will make this right between us one day. You're all I've ever wanted. Come on. I can't give up on my responsibilities right now. This to me is those other relationships, right? If they're married, if they have children, they feel obligated to stay. This is all changing by them awakening and knowing that everybody will be happier if they were to leave. Because those soulmates and karmic partners, they have people that they're supposed to be with too. But the masculines are holding that up as well. Am I good enough for you? So a lot of them feel like they're still not good enough, that you deserve better. Songs are speaking to me. This just is clarification for me that song I talked about in the beginning of the video was them. Okay. Also, they're hearing music and they're thinking about you, and it's telling them things by what the lyrics say. Spirit, what do the masculines want to say? This would be the first card. You make me so horny. We know. So we've got, I forgive you. So if you've done something, Divine Feminine, and we all have, right, have done things to hurt our masculines, they forgive you, which then in return should just tell you that you should forgive your masculine. If you're still harboring anger within yourself, then you need to really let that go. We've got the number 5, which is about change, right? You could be seeing that. They could be seeing that. We've got 6, which is about love, harmony, being equals. I know we are soulmates. So they might not know the word twin flame, but they know that you guys have a strong soul tie. And that's the only thing that could explain this, because they've been logically trying to think about how to explain this and they don't know how. So they're finally coming to that understanding. We've got Here by Me, 3 Doors Down. This is a beautiful song. I love this song. Your masculines want you to listen to that. I'm learning to forgive myself. This is beautiful because a lot of them feel so bad for being unfaithful, being unloyal, for cheating, for lying to you, for lying to everybody, for wearing a mask, and they're finally, they're changing. You're always on my lonely mind, so they're always thinking about you. I'm sorry. They are sorry. We've got 222 here. This is your twin telling you, I love you, okay? This is also about partnership and love and making decisions. We've got a timing card. We do have 444. They could be seeing that. You could be seeing that. This is about stability. I never meant to hurt you. Never. They did not hurt you on purpose, okay? You are my world. And then this is a general reading. This is a timing card. But if it was a personal reading, I would go in and tell you what is going to happen within this time period. My email is below if you do want a personal reading. Otherwise, it says 9 months. So this could mean a lot of different things. Depending on your timeline, your masculine could reach out in 9 months. You guys could be living together in 9 months. You could be married in 9 months. They could get divorced in 9 months. So it's just a lot of different things. And since it's a general, it's going to mean different things for different people. But I hope that helped, guys. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you for subscribing and liking and commenting. I love your comments. Thanks. Bye.